I welcome you all to this hit series session. In this session today, we are going to talk about Queen Elizabeth II. She had died at the age of 96 at Balmoral Castle in Scotland on 8th of September, and she was the longest ruling monarch of United Kingdom. Yes, she ruled for 70 years. And in this discussion today, we are going to follow the particular sequence, that is the key highlights related to the ceremonial events that are going to take place following the Queen's death. And then we shall be knowing about the Queen and her reign, followed by the prelims and base practice questions for you all to make this discussion more relevant for us from UPSC CSE's perspective. But before I move any further with my discussion, I want you all to pay attention to this very crucial announcement that we have for you. We are going to begin with Polity and Ethics Foundation Courses 2023 from 26th of September. And we are going to come up with optional batch for Public Administration from 27th September. You are going to be taught by Nitin Shibhari sir. And do not miss out on this opportunity, as these courses can add a lot of value to your UPSC CSE preparation. You can contact us on the given numbers to enroll with us, and you can also visit our office at Old Rajender Nagar Market. Now, let's get back to the topic. So the key highlights related to the ceremonial events. First of all the official engagements in England and United Kingdoms shall be terminated temporarily, and the official flag of United Kingdom shall be hoisted at half-mast throughout the government offices, the palaces, the castles, and the embassies, missions and posts of United Kingdom all across the world. And right after the death of the Queen, the accession of the throne has been assumed by Prince Charles, and hence England or United Kingdom now has a king and not a queen as the new monarch. Also, the Member of Parliament of England are going to take their oath for King Charles, and they are also going to pay tribute to the Queen. And in fact, the plans for Queen's death and the accession of Prince Charles are going to be known as Operation London Bridge and Operation Springtide respectively. This could be very crucial information from UPSC CSE perspective. Once again, let me repeat it for you. The plans for Queen's death and the ceremonies, the cremation that is going to follow up thereafter, is being called as Operation London Bridge, while the accession of throne and the crowning of Prince Charles is going to be called as Operation Springtide. Now, let's know about the Queen and her reign. So, Queen Elizabeth II was born as Elizabeth Alexander Mary Windsor in Mayfair, London. Her father was King George VI, and she got married to Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. As soon as she assumed the title of the monarch of United Kingdom, the Prince Philip, who was the Duke of Edinburgh, also assumed the position of consort of British monarch. She had acceded the throne on 6th February 1952 when the death of King George VI happened. So like King Charles succeeded the throne right after the death of her mother, Queen Elizabeth, likewise, she also acceded the throne right when immediately after the death of King George VI. But her crowning ceremony took place on 2nd of June 1953, and it is from there on that she became the Queen of Britain, Canada, Australia, and also the head of Commonwealth, as well as the Supreme Governor of Church of England. it is very interesting to note that the Queen had participated in the World War II in 1945 as a driver in the Women's Auxiliary Territorial Services. Another interesting fact that you will be surprised to know is that the maximum population of United Kingdom today is of such people who have ever known only Queen Elizabeth as their monarch, because she has been ruling for 70 years, and after being in good standing for most of her elderly phase of life, it was in 2021 April, after the death of her husband Prince Philip, that her health started deteriorating. Currently, she was at Balmoral Castle, and she had appointed the newly elected Prime Minister Liz Truss over there itself, because she was not in good health to return back to London. While we are speaking of the Prime Ministers, it is to be noted that it was her who has seen 14 Prime Ministers of England throughout her rule, from Winston Churchill to newly elected Liz Truss. In 2015, Queen Elizabeth had become the longest ruling monarch of United Kingdom and the second longest ruling monarch of the world ever. And this was it with respect to our discussion. This was all the facts that I had to share with you with regards to Queen Elizabeth. Now, let's look at the prelims practice question. So, as I've told you already that this is the information. If there could be a question, it could be asked from here. So, Operation Springtide is the code name for number 1, Queen's death, number 2, accession of the throne. Your options are A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, and D, neither 1 nor 2. You have to pick the correct combination and put the correct option in the comment box below. You can also pause this video to do the same. Well, the answer for this particular question is B, that is 2 only, as Operation Springtide is the code name given to the accession of throne by Prince Charles. Now, it's time to look at the means practice question. So, the recently signed Comprehensive Strategic Partnership between India and UK has opened new avenues of cooperation between the two countries, which can lead to building of lasting partnership. Comment. You shall be answering this particular question in 250 words and send in your answers to us on WhatsApp to get them reviewed. This is it for today. I shall see you again tomorrow. Till then, take care, stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining in.